So people ask me all the time about goal setting and goal achievement and success. And I love talking about that. But one of the things that underlies strategy for success is your own belief system. And your own belief system is going to drive how much money you make, the kinds of actions that you're going to pursue, the kind of people that you'll bring into your life, and the kinds of opportunities that you will actually see out there. So, for example, one of the things that happened for me as I was growing up, I grew up in a household, very supportive household, but we didn't have a lot of money. And the mantra was a little bit of, oh, we can't afford that, and we can't afford this, and horses are for rich people. And there was a lot of that kind of dialogue going on, which served to infiltrate my thinking and my belief system about money. It was a little bit of that lack mentality, and really served to shape how I went through school and the kind of doggedness with which I pursued my future. And it was a little bit fear-based. You have to go to college because if you don't go to college, you won't get a good job. Have to go to grad school because if you don't go to grad school, you won't advance in that good job. And lots of have-tos, lots of rigidity, and that was really my own creation based on my belief systems growing up. And they weren't bad, it's just a way of thinking. So what happened is as I went through my career, I did pretty well and I advanced. I was lucky. I did all the things you're supposed to do. I had a 401k plan. I worked really hard. I managed projects. All of that's great. And then the first time I stepped off to be an entrepreneur, I thought, well, I know what success looks like. It's a six-figure income and this is how you do it, and fine. Well, you know what? It wasn't fine. As an entrepreneur, you have to use a completely different mindset. You have to have different beliefs. You have to have a different sense of self-worth and confidence and risk-taking than you do if you work for somebody else. So that was a little tricky for me, and I thought, geez, you know, I worked really, really hard and done all these things, and how come I'm struggling so hard? This was the first 6 months of one of the businesses. And I finally had to realize that I had a shift in how I was thinking and what I would see, what types of opportunities I would see, and create my own paradigm, a whole new paradigm for how to work and how to earn money. So I just share this with you guys because for any folks that are out there who have started businesses or who are thinking about starting businesses and you've done really well in other areas of your life, chances are you'll do great as an entrepreneur as well, but you may have to shift and look into your belief system and think about how you think about making money. What does it mean to you? And what's the value that you put on it? And then what activities do you need to conduct in order to make the kind of income you desire and add the kind of value to the world through your service or your product, whatever it is that you're doing? So for example, if you're thinking about, you know, I want to make $100,000 a year. So there you go, $100,000 a year. You made that before in your corporate life or working for somebody else. You should be able to make it here. Well, sometimes we need to almost collapse that time frame and think about, what if I made $100,000 in a month? What would that look like? Who would I need to be in order to make that happen? And then that drives the kinds of programs, the kinds of products, services, everything that you might provide to your target market. And it's a completely different way of thinking. So just for fun, you might want to do some of these little mind expansion exercises here and there to think about that. And it doesn't mean you necessarily have to pursue it, but it helps develop your brain in different areas so you can see other options for how you're doing your work and ways to get yourself to the next level.